Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 15 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we are going to study a female chart who got love marriage. We are going to study the destiny and also the timing of events with the help of the EPS table, especially with the help of the key planets. Example number 15, love marriage, timing of event. The important points can be found in this example are role of key planet as free planet. In this example, you can see the important key planet will be a free planet, but that free planet will be represented by a node. So the role of node can be found as a key planet, which is representing a free planet. And role of key planets of the destiny in Dasa and role of key planets of the Dasa in Bugdi and Antra and comparative study. These are all the regular points we will be finding in this. And importantly, when the key planets or a free planet and node is representing that, how it is going to have impact in this example we are going to study. This is the birth chart of the female. Let me open that North Indian chart and we will have a general study on the birth chart. Lagna is Libra Lagna and seventh house is, seventh cusp is falling in the sign of Aries and Venus is posted in that sign but in the sixth house as per degree. Now seventh lord Mars is posted in the 10th house conjoined with Rahu and Jupiter. Seventh Lord posted in the sign of Leo, conjoined with Rahu and Jupiter, and that sign Lord Sun is posted in the 5th house and aspecting to the Mars. And Mercury also aspecting to it. So you can see that Sun is 11th Lord occupying 5th house and Mercury is 9th Lord and 12th Lord is occupying 4th house as per degree and Ketu also conjoined with it. That Mars is getting the influence of this Sun, Mercury and Ketu. And Mars is in the sign of Sun. Sun is also aspecting to it. And Mars is conjoined with Rahu. So Mars is afflicted or influenced by the third Lord, sixth Lord Jupiter and Rahu and Mercury and its Rasi Lord Sun from 5th house. And in the Mars sign, Venus is posted. You can see that the 7th Lord is connected to the 10th house. That's fine. But it is influenced by the 5th house, 11th house, and 3rd house, 9th house, because Mercury, 9 and 12, and Sun is 5 and 11, and what else? That Rahu is conjoined, Jupiter is 3rd Lord, 6th Lord. And the Karaga planet, you can see Mars. What are the planets are connected? Mars is connected, Rahu, Jupiter, and Mercury, Ketu, Sun importantly, and having got these combinations. And Venus also posted in the sign of Aries, but in the 6th house, in the sign of Mars only. That Venus is Lagna Lord, 8th Lord, is posted in the 6th house. That is also influencing Mars indirectly because Venus is in the sign of Mars. So now the 7th Lord is connected to the 5, 11, 9, 12, 3, 6. These are all supportive for the love, relationship, and marriage, and also when these grouping of the association of these houses that and also the planets, Mars connected to Rahu, afflicted by Rahu, and also Sun, including 5 and 11 signification, 9th house, and Mercury also connected. They're all supportive for the multiple relationship also. That also we have to keep it in mind. It is supportive for love marriage and also it is supportive for multiple relationship. That we have to keep it in mind. So now the 7th Lord is supportive for the love marriage. That we are able to understand, and also it is supportive for multiple relationship also, or more than a relationship or external affair also, we can think of that. So it is supportive for that with these significations that we have to keep it in mind. Now that discussion is on the love marriage. So now let us go to the self-significator and check their signification strength. I have already selected the event love marriage. Now we have to check the self-significator and planet colors. Just a minute. Now let us check the self-significations. Lagna Lord. Where is Lagna? Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying 6th house Venus, 3, 7, 11 cuspal star Lord, and 2, 4, 8, 10 cuspal sublord. Lagna Lord, 3, 7, 11 cuspal star Lord, and 2 sublord is good on, but 8th Lord occupying 6th house and 4, 8, 10 cuspal sublord is weak. So definitely Venus is going to be a mixed planet. And the 7th Lord, 2nd Lord, 7th Lord occupying 10th house, 12th star Lord, and 6th and 12th cuspal sublord. Being the 2nd Lord and 7th Lord, but moving towards unfavorable key planet. This is not good. So Mars, though it is 2 and 7, because of the 10, 12, and 6 and 12, we can make it as that planet is unfavorable. We can give either a light red because of this one, but because of the 2 and 7 cuspal lord, we can make that one is a light pink. It indicates unfavorable on the higher side and it has got some favorable. And 11th Lord. Sun is 11th Lord occupying 5th house. It is good. So we can give green color. And Saturn, 4th Lord, 5th Lord occupying 11th house and 1, 5, 7, 11 cuspal sublord. This is also green. Saturn also dark green. You can see Saturn is a free planet. Being a free planet, its role is limited, and the planet which are all in association with the Saturn will have the impact. And of course, Ketu representing Saturn. Ketu occupying 4th house. 4th house is not bad, but definitely Ketu will have the great impact of this Saturn. Now Rahu. Rahu is occupying 10th house. It is not bad, but it represents 11 and 5 Sun. So because of that, Sun, Rahu, we can give blue color. And Jupiter, 3rd Lord, 6th Lord occupying 10th house, 159 star Lord and 39 cuspal sublord. 3159 and 39 are good, but 6 and 10, it is having some weakness. Because of that, we can give Jupiter is pink. Actually, though it is pink, favorable on the higher side, that we have to keep it in mind. We can also give blue also, but we should not get confused with the other blue because it is having 6 and 10. But still, 3, 1, 5, 9, 3 and 9 cuspal sublord is good. And Mercury, ninth lord, 12th lord occupying 4th house, 2, 6, 10 cuspal star lord. This is not very strong. So Jupiter, that Mercury, we can take it as ninth lord, 12th lord occupying. We can say this is light red because ninth lord is fine. 12, 4 is not good. Even we cannot give light green. We can give Mercury also pink only because also ninth lord, no, it has got ninth lord and some unfavorable grouping. 216 is professional prospects only. So Mercury, we can give this one. So when we give Mercury this color, and Jupiter is, I think we can give blue because 3, 6 and 10, sixth lord occupying 10th house on 159. Okay, let it be as it is. Then when we study level wise that grouping, then we'll be able to understand what sixth house is going to get at the next level. 6 and 10 is present, so because of that, okay, let us give mixed one. Within mixed, we can see some more unfavorable, some moderate also, that we have to keep it in mind. Ketu is fourth occupied, but Saturn is very good, so definitely Ketu can be given blue color because it is not having any favorable, but it is not having any detrimental. Fourth house is okay, but this Saturn is very good. The two free planets, so Ketu will get the blue color now. And Venus has given, so all the moon. Moon is 10th lord occupying second house and 4, 8 star lord. So this is also, I mean, mixed only because Sakupanta, the second house is good. It is mixed one. So many planets are having mixed ones. Let us see. When you are going to study level wise, we will see which is comparatively better based on the grouping of the houses. Now what we have to do, we have to go to the home page and let us check the destiny. So bigger chart, so we'll have to scroll because tables are bigger. Let me open that self significations. And which is the seventh lord? Seventh lord is Mars. Seventh lord Mars, that itself is 6 and 12 cuspal sublord. So seventh lord is Mars, and it is weak but source level. Mars in the star of Ketu. Ketu is blue but representing Saturn. This is good, but this is good to get some impact. But the Saturn is good, and 2A level planet again Mars. This is not good. It indicates what? Seventh lord having some strength at the star level along with some weakness, but 2A level planet again it is having mixed signification, especially 10, 12 and 6 and 12. Sublord planet is Rahu, is 10th occupant, but second planets Sun 11 and 5 are present. That is good. Then fourth level planet Ketu is again coming. That is also 4 and Saturn. So now you can see that if you look at the star level planet Ketu 4, sub-level planet is Rahu 10, and last level planet Ketu also 4. Then how to say whether 4 is going to be strong or Rahu, that 10 is going to be strong, how to check it. So if normally when what we have to do, when one level planet is having some weakness, if the support planet is having giving strength and the next level planet is giving strength, is well and good. Ketu is having some weakness but not detrimental, please understand. But that's its star level planet is 2 and 7, but it is not having good signification. So star lord is not giving good support to the Ketu. But what about the support planet of the Ketu? Obviously, Ketu represents Saturn, And other than that, any other planet is influencing Ketu. Ketu has got Sun. Sun is the green planet, other favorable key planet that is there in conjunction. That way, Ketu conjunction is Sun. Sun actually represented by Rahu, so that is there. But Saturn and Sun are strongly playing. And our Jupiter is 3, 16, 1, 5, 9, 3, and 9. So because of this 6 and 10 only, we have made this that green, sorry, the Jupiter into pink. Otherwise, we can give blue also. So because 3, 1, 5, 9, 3, 9. So then it will be difficult to differentiate from other unfavorable, because favorable grouping on the higher side, especially CST and CSL. So I think we can give that Jupiter instead of pink, we can also give blue also. So let us try with the blue. We can change also, not an issue. According to our study, we can have a change also. So let us change the Jupiter into blue so that we can differentiate from other planets, other same shade, right? So now Jupiter has been given. I have to change, refresh this. Control G. Yes, Jupiter into blue color, right? Okay. So now the seventh lord planet in the star of a planet representing Saturn, and Saturn is supporting Ketu because Saturn is a free planet, and Ketu is conjoined with the Sun. Sun is a strong favorable key planet, so that is present here, and also Jupiter also present in support of the Ketu. So as we know that Sun is good planet, good key planet is Sun, and Rahu representing Sun, and Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn, Sun, and Jupiter, they are the strong key planets, right? Saturn represents Ketu also. Now, one more thing also we have to see that in case of Rahu, if you take Rahu, Ketu, we studied the Saturn's role and also Jupiter role and Sun conjunction. If you look at Rahu, Rahu is only 10, but second planet is okay, but it's not a free planet. But you can see that Rahu is aspected by Sun also. So Rahu in the sign of Sun and aspected by Sun itself. So that is making that impact of the Sun on the Rahu strongly. So that way, Rahu representing Sun, that we can take it. So Sun influence will be more on Rahu. So Rahu will act as the Sun also. That Sun is Rasilad is Saturn, so indirectly Rahu will get the impact of the Saturn also. So that way Rahu representing Sun, that we can take it, right? And Rahu in the star of Ketu, Ketu represents Saturn, that already we discussed. So here the favorable key planet is Sun and Saturn are strong, but they are represented by the Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is getting the influence of the Sun and also Saturn because of the through the Sun, and Ketu is getting the impact of the Saturn. So though Rahu and Ketu are having only 10 and 4 non-supportive houses or weak houses, but they are getting the influence of the good key planet being their Rasi Lord, and also they are influencing the Rahu Ketu strongly, along with that other favorable key planets. I think you are able to understand. Now, seventh Lord is having favorable significations of Ketu, Saturn and Sun strongly through the Rahu and Ketu. And Mars is having some unfavorable key planet also. So now, seventh Lord is indicating some weakness, but let us check the seventh sublord. Seventh sublord is Saturn. So, seventh sublord Saturn in the star of Sun, you can see this is very good. And sub of Rahu representing Sun. So that is Rahu also getting the influence of the Saturn directly, and Sun also representing Rahu, that is also getting the impact. So that way, you know that Saturn is in the star of Sun, favorable key planet. Sun is a green key planet, 11 and 5, and 12 planet Jupiter, that is also good key planet, the blue color planet. So it is supportive for love marriage, right? And you can see seventh sublord Saturn in the star of a planet that is also having 5, 11, 1, 5, 7, 11, and 11 and 5. Sun in the star of Jupiter is talking about 3 and 9. So when seventh sublord planet is also signifying fifth house and 11th house and 3 and 9, and Ketu also connected. So it can also favor for more than a relationship, right? Saturn is present here. Saturn is in the sign of Mercury. Mercury in the sign of Saturn. They are in sign exchange. So that Saturn is connected to Ketu and also Sun. And Sun itself is the star lord, and Sun is connected to Saturn, and Jupiter is aspecting to it. So you can see this planetary combination as we discussed in the preliminary study. They are all talking about not only in CLOCC as we discussed, in CSL also, CST also, they're having that. 3, 9 combinations and 5, 7, 11 combinations strongly present. It is supportive for love marriage, and also it is supportive for more than a relationship also. So now we have studied the destiny. So destiny planet we have studied supportive for the love marriage, and it is supportive for love marriage, and also no problem in the marital life, and no separations are indicated because seventh sublord is strongly playing. So now, which are the favorable key planets of the destiny? Obviously Saturn and Sun. Sun when comes, Rahu also will come automatically because Rahu is aspected by Sun. And Rahu is conjoined with the Mars and Jupiter. Mars is not a good key planet, 2 and 7 star lord only, but having some weakness. But Jupiter is a good key planet, so 3 and 9 combination, so 1, 5, 9 star lord. So Rahu is getting strength from the second planet, Sun also, and Jupiter also connected. So it means the good key planets of the destiny is Saturn and Sun, represented by Ketu and Rahu and Jupiter. I think you are able to understand this one. Now what we have to do, we have to look at the Dasa Lord. What is the Dasa in which she got married? Now she is running Mars Dasa. At the marriageable age, she might be running Moon Dasa. Yes, 23, 24 years onwards. She was running, Sun Mahadasa. In prior to that, Venus Mahadasa was running. So Venus Dasa and Mercury and Ketu are running. We have to check whether Venus is strong enough to give marriage. So Venus in the star and sub of this favorable key planet, that is fine. But if you look at the that Bugdi Lord, last Bugdi of 21, 22 years of that age, Ketu was running, right? So Ketu in the star of Mars, this is not favorable. So during Venus Dasa, Ketu Bugdi would have not given marriage. So now next comes only the Sun Dasa. Sun Dasa only capable to give marriage. Just a minute, let me scroll. Sun Dasa is capable to give the marriage. In Sun Dasa, we have to check the Sun Dasa whether it is capable to give marriage. Then we have to check the key planets of the Dasa Lord Sun. Sun is green planet, star level Jupiter also our blue planet, it is also good houses, and 2A level Ketu representing Saturn is good, And sublevel Venus is having 1, 3, 7, 11 Kama Trikon and some mixed signification, and again supported by the Ketu. So, though it is having some weakness at the sublevel, but it is favorable for the marriage. So, Sun Dasa is having the key planet of the destiny. Sun is present, and Saturn representing Ketu is present, and also Jupiter also present at the star level. So now, in Sandasa, a good Buddhi is required to support for the marriage. Which Buddhi is capable to favor for the marriage? We have to check it. So under Sandasa, Sandasa started at the 23 years itself. So I mean that Sandasa, Sun Buddhi itself, which can be possible to give the marriage provided it is strong enough. Otherwise, it has to wait for the a good buddhi to complete the marriage. So actually, since it is love marriage, definitely love would have started in the during the period, but only in the favorable period of what do you call buddhi lord, it is supportive for the legal marriage. So now we can see that since the sun sublord is having some weakness, so and star lord also having some 6 and 10 and this some unfavorable grouping, it is not strong enough to conduct the marriage in its own buddhi. So the sun needs a strong buddhi lord to conduct the marriage. So that strong buddhi lord definitely should have the I mean our Rahu, or not mean Mercury, not Mercury, I'm sorry, that Rahu, that is Sun, and Saturn, Sun, and should be playing role. And in place of Saturn, Rahu can play. In place of Saturn, Ketu can play, because they are all connected to each other, as we already discussed. Now, Moon, first we let us check the Moon Buddhi. Moon is not good in the source. That is fine in the source, but star level is okay. But these two levels are not good. So moon will not favor for the marriage under Sun Mahadasa. So sun is playing, sun itself is represented by Rahu, that we have to keep it in mind. When Dasa Lord itself is a key planet, its role is important in the Buddhi Lord, especially in the primary levels. Now, next one is Mars. Mars is having unfavorable, not good. Star level is okay, but Mars is weak, so we need not check that, because 2A level also Mars. This will not favor for the marriage. Next one is Rahu. Rahu represents sun, that is good. And the star level planet Ketu, that Ketu is the one, representing Saturn. So the important primary key planet, Rahu playing representing sun, and Ketu representing Saturn is playing role at the star lord. By second planet only. And 2A level planet is Mars. 2A level planet Mars is not a problem. Sub-level planet is Moon. Moon is having 10 to 4, 8. It has got some weakness that we have to check. And the star lord or the sub-lord is Ketu, again Saturn. So the favorable key planet of the Dasa Lord is Rahu representing Sun, and Jupiter is there at the star level. It is fine only. Its role, because of the 6 and 10, it can play role at the secondary levels, or it can play role at the support, that will fine. But importantly, Saturn role and Sun role are to be checked. Now Sun is present, Saturn is present, and Moon only present at the sub level, that we have to check. Another important point was that the role of Mars is not playing role. That is good only. Let us check how the Moon is getting support from any planet. Sublevel Moon is 10 to 4, 8. Moon is getting the support of the Jupiter. The Jupiter is the one I said, no, that Jupiter is a key planet, which is also good. And 3, 16, 1, 5, 9, 3, and 9. It is supporting to the Moon. That one level planet is becoming weak. that level planet strength will be increased by the star lord planet and support by the support planet in the supports. Now moon is getting the support from the Jupiter, and moreover moon is in the star of Ketu. I am repeating, though Ketu is occupying just fourth house, its second planet Saturn is a good key planet, and apart from that, that is a free planet, and Ketu is in conjunction to the sun of our other important key planet. Because of that, Ketu, it is not having strong unfavorable, though it is occupying fourth house. Second planet, Saturn, is a good key planet, free planet. So that way it is giving strength to the Ketu. And in addition to that, Sun is also playing. So that way, Rahu in the star of Ketu and 2 level having some weakness, that doesn't matter. But sub-level planet having that is also having some weakness, but that is being supported by the Jupiter, and that we have already seen that. So still it has got some weakness, but because of the ruler link and the because of the second planet, it is getting the strength. So let us keep the Rahu in waiting list, because Rahu having the key planets of the Dasa Lord, Jupiter also playing role for the moon. Jupiter is playing role, and all the other key planets are playing role as the ruler itself. And now let us check the Jupiter. Let me scroll down. Then only we can see the complete table. Yes. So we have kept waiting list Rahu, and Jupiter is fine. Star level Ketu, like Rahu, Ketu is playing role, and sub-level Saturn, that is directly playing, that is good only. Here Rahu representing Sun. Here Jupiter is playing, and star level planet Ketu representing Saturn, and sub-level planet Saturn, good key planet, is playing. Now, how to differentiate Rahu is better or Jupiter is better? The role of Sun is playing role. The Lord's key planet Sun is playing role at the source itself, and it is not having any strong unfavorable significations. But whereas here Jupiter is favorable key planet only, but look at this 6th house and 10th house. That's what I was telling when we are giving the color pink shade or blue shade. According to the other houses, whether 6 is getting the giving influence to the other planet, accordingly we can evaluate. I said, right? So now the Jupiter, 6th house and 10th house. Just 6 alone is not a problem. Suppose instead of 10, it was having 11, would have been better. But 6th Lord occupying 10th house in the star of a planet, the 6, 10, and 4, it is having some weakness. Though Saturn is favorable, and but 6, 10, 4, and the 6, 12, some weakness are start from the source itself, it is starting. That way it is having some weakness, and moreover, that Sun, Dasa Lord's key planet Sun is not playing role at the important levels, only at the last level only playing. So that is one weakness that Jupiter is having. Otherwise, Jupiter sub-level Saturn is good only, but only the source and effect are having some mixed, some unfavorable grouping. That we have to keep it in mind. Now, next one is Saturn. Saturn is good, and Saturn in the star of Sun is also good only. Sub is Rahu representing Sun, and the star lord of the sub lord is again Ketu. Saturn is coming. So all levels are ruled by good key planet, and I think one planet, any planet is missing here. Saturn has come, star level Sun has come, and sub level Rahu has come. So Sun is playing role at the 2 levels. The only one small drawback when compared to Rahu, the good key planet of the Dasa Lord and also the strong favorable key planet Saturn, Saturn is playing role only at the source. It is not playing role at the star lord or sub lord. It is the star lord and sub lord both are ruled by the sun. I mean, sun and Rahu. But Saturn is only at the source, though it is supportive, but Saturn at the star level by or sub level by way of Ketu it is playing, that would have been better when compared to this. That's what we have to keep it in mind. Now let us check whether the Saturn's EPS table, whether it is having any good strength or any weakness, any additional strength it is having. If you look at Saturn, Saturn star level is good, and Saturn is also passing ruler link. Rasi Lord is Saturn, and Sun is having other favorable. Oh, okay, favorable key planet until all are present only, and sublord again Rahu. So Rahu is repeated, Sun is also repeated, though it is supportive. That source planet Saturn, instead of at the source level, if it is there at the star level, it would have been better. That's what I mean to say that. So that we have to keep it in mind. Let us check the other planets, right? Saturn is good, but it has got some, weakness, not weakness, that star level planet is having some weakness because of the absence of the Saturn, and sub level also the same planet, two levels. Suppose star lord is okay, but sublord planet again, same planet representing Rahu. So that same thing only repeated and not connecting to the Saturn. So that is the only issue it is having that. Anyway, we will keep it in the waiting list, and during the comparative study, we will study Rahu and Saturn. Next one is the Mercury. How is Mercury? Mercury planet's source is not so good, and Mercury in the Rahu star lord is fine, but Mercury's itself is not good, right? It is having weakness. A star level, okay, sub level, same. You see, that's what. When the Saturn role is not at the star level or sub level, that is becoming weaker, because Saturn is the strong favorable key planet. That is the one which is also there in the Dasa Lord, and also represent, Sun is also playing. Sun role is important and Saturn role is important. If they are all in the primary levels, it is well and good, right? Here it is only at the 2A level planet, and also source planet Mercury is not so strong. So Mercury is not very strong. So Rahu and Saturn only we have so far filtered. Let us check the other planets, and let me scroll because a bigger table, no? So Ketu planet in the star of Mars is not going to be favorable. So Ketu will not favor. Ketu is not a good planet. And Venus is Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying 6th house, 3-7 star Lord. It has got some weakness, yes, but being the Lagna Lord, and it can have favorable also, but being the some mixed significator, the source level, it is okay. Star level planet is Ketu representing Saturn, and sub-level is Saturn. So you can see this combination is good. You can see that in case of, I think we saw some planet, I think Saturn. Saturn planet itself in the source, but star level, sub-level are ruled by Rahu and Sun only. But here you can see star level planet is Ketu, like Rahu in the star of Ketu, Venus is in the star of Ketu, and sublevel is Saturn here. Here sublevel is Moon, which is having mixed significator but not detrimental. That Moon is getting the impact of the Jupiter that we saw. But here Venus is in the star of Ketu, and star level and sublevel are comparatively better than the Rahu, right? But source level, Rahu is better than the Venus. You understand? So Rahu source is better and star also good, better. Both the star are same only. Sub-level Saturn is better than this one, but sub-level planet is having some mixed signification, not bad, occupying second house, and that is getting the support from the Jupiter and also last level also favorable. So that way, the source effect are favorable, and here source is having weakness, that to Venus. Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying 6th house, supported by 4th house. It has got some weakness, and this is also having some weakness. Because of that, Venus having some weakness when compared to Rahu, and that Rahu is comparatively better than the Venus. Now, which planet is under the waiting list? Venus and Rahu, and one more planet also we checked, which is the one Saturn. Now we have to compare Rahu and Saturn. Saturn is comparatively better than Rahu at the source level, but star level, Rahu is better than the Sun because of the key planet Saturn is 11 and 5, but it is having favorable Saturn strongly present at the star level. And sub-level planet, again Rahu, Sun only. The repeatedly two levels are coming, that is the issue. That is having some weakness. But here, repeatedly source and effect are coming, that is fine. Repeatedly means the source planet is having that Sun, and star level is also having Saturn. Repeatedly key planets are coming, and sub-level planet is having some weakness, but sub-level planet also having some weakness here, because star level and sub-level are same planet repeated, but this sublord star lord is Ketu. Again, you can see the same planet is repeated like this. 10 and 4 are connected, but Saturn is playing role. The thing is, the important point is source is good, last level is fine, and this star lord and again this planet, same thing is repeatedly present without any strong supports. There's some weakness present here because of the star level, because star level is not having the Saturn. Suppose Saturn is the source planet, star level can be like this 11 and 5, it will be supportive. But look at the sublord. Sublord is again same planet is coming, not the Saturn. That is the issue. Here you can see Sun is coming at the source is fine. Star level is Ketu representing Saturn is coming fine. This is most important because that Saturn is is a strong key planet. And sublevel planet is Moon is, having mixed signification, but having got the Jupiter, right? And this is the same one. So now this Saturn is also better, but being the Sun, the Dasa Lord, that Rahu represents Sun is an additional tilt connection. Key planet of Dasa Lord itself is playing role, and the another key planet Ketu Saturn that is playing role at the star level. Ketu Saturn repeated, no? That is playing at the star level, also last level, and it is also having favorable grouping. That way, Rahu is stronger. By way of the pilt connection. But looking at the rulers, that Saturn is also good only, but star level, sub level has got, same planet repeated. So that way, that has got some weakness. And Venus is source only is weak, but star level, sub level are very good. Compared to the Rahu, Venus is better, but because of the first level planet, that Rahu is better. So actually, this Sun is good, Dasa Lord, and Rahu and Venus and Saturn are favorable, right? So let us check when the native got married. Let me check the date of marriage. Date of marriage, just a minute. 34 2006. 34 2006. Let me note it down. 34 2006. Sun 6 or 16? I got confused. 6. 2006. 34, 2006. Let us check the Dasa period. 34, 2006. Sun Dasa 34. Rahu Bugdi Venus Antra. Actually, you can see that prior to that, Saturn Antra also coming. So 34 2006. No, you can see this is actually love come arranged marriage only, right? So that under Rahu Bugdi, Saturn Antra, which is also favorable, only star level sub level is free from Saturn's influence directly. So during that Saturn Antra, that marriage would have been fixed. And during the Venus Antra, the marriage has been celebrated. So it's a love come arranged marriage. So that Sandasa, Rahu Bugdi, Saturn Antra, that fixation of the marriage happened, and Venus Antra made the marriage. Because though the Venus is having significations, the favorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord is Saturn and Sun are strongly playing role. So because of that, it is supported. Otherwise, if the Venus is not like this, it is having some favorable signification, Sun and Venus only would have given the result. Strong significator, right? So now, anyway, Ragu Bugdi, Venus Antra has supported for the marriage. So now you can see in this chart what is the important points you would have noticed. When the key planet is Sun and that, I mean, good key planet is Sun and Saturn, both are, that Saturn is a free planet, so its role is limited. But Ketu represents Saturn, so Ketu is not weak. That way, Ketu takes Saturn's role. And Rahu is 10th house, it is not bad, and it takes the role of the suns 11 and 5. So these two are the node planets are taking advantage of the key planet, and moreover Rahu getting the aspect of the sun also. That way it is getting the strength, and that Dasalad also ruled by these key planets only. Because of that, the Salad's key planets should be playing role in the Bhukti Lord. That way, the Rahu Ketu that itself is playing role and representing Saturn. It is acted as the Bhukti Lord. Under the Rahu Bhukti Lord and Saturn Antra itself, when it is coming, that is also supportive. It is supported for the engagement. And during the Venus Antra, that social marriage happened. Now let us check the transit also, whether transit, how it was there. We have to check it. 34, 2006. Let me open the natal chart. Jupiter, where it is posted. Jupiter in the sign of Libra. So Jupiter obviously aspecting to the 7th house and also Venus. That is good. And Jupiter is aspecting to the 5th house also. Now that which is the Dasa Lord? Dasa Lord is Sun Mahadasa. Where is Sun? Sun is in the sign of Mars and in the star of Venus. So Sun is in the star of Mars. Venus is the Antra Lord. That Venus is in the star of the key planet. So that is fine. And Moon in the sign of Venus and star of Mars again. So Mars is playing role, and Mars is actually, if you look at the star, signification of the Mars is 217. So 217 for the transit, that cuspal lordship is enough. but in the star of Ketu representing Saturn. That way it is favorable. Okay. And Dasa Lord is Sun, Bugdi Lord is Sun, and Bugdi Lord is Rahu. Rahu Bugdi Lord. Where is Rahu posted? Rahu conjoined with the Venus, and Rahu in the sign of Jupiter, and Rahu in the star of Saturn. Rahu in the star of Saturn, Saturn is a strong key planet. And sub of Venus, Venus is in the star of Venus itself is the Antran star of the Ketu representing Saturn. So that way, they are all connected to the key planet by way of directly as the star lord or through the star lord or the star lord. And also Jupiter's aspect also is favorably present in this case. So always in the love marriage, there will be, some sort of struggle in the significations, because if it is, marriage is happening without the consent of the parents and all. But here it is indicating favorable because seventh sublord Saturn is strongly supportive. So because of that, without any sort of problem, it supported for the love come arrange marriage. I think you are able to understand this one, and we will see in the next video with the help of the built table how these key planets can be playing role that we will try to identify. Thank you. Good luck.